we're working on a production company. We've established our company, Land of Dinosaurs LLC. Jay Clayton here is our president. He's also our brains of the outfit. Jimmy Pierce is our stage manager who works with that, and I'm the secretary treasurer of our corporation. Again. And we are selling stock in our company. We're reserving 75% of the stock in the company for ourselves, and we're selling 25% of that. And we've asked the Economic Development Corporation for a grant, although there has been some talk about buying $80,000 worth of stock in the company. Go ahead, Jay, if you would. Here's where we are on the timeline. I'll rush through this too quickly, but we are a little behind, but we think we're on target to get it up. Well, we know we're on target to get it on this year because we have most everything in place, especially with our deal with the dinosaur company that's moving here. Got to get the script done in January. Jay, where are you on that right now?
67% done.
Hey, that's really a good number. I like that. You should have done the rest of these numbers. And he's also working on the music. It's a live theatrical production. We have reached an agreement with Billings Productions. They do animatronic dinosaurs, and we have a signed contract with them that we will use their dinosaurs in our play. And by the third year of this, and we'll talk about that in just a minute, we hope to have completely unique dinosaurs made by them, and we might do the Glen Rose Trackway story here. Right now we're going to use what they have, including their T-Rex, and we're very pleased that that company is moving here to Glen Rose. We have cast callbacks in February. We begin work February 16th on the sets. The county has some upgrade to do. There, as most you may not know, this county owns the sets up there, and the Promise owns their props, and then the county owns other things like lights and things like this. We have to do a complete redo, so we're going to work with the county people when they do that to make the sets where they can be used by Land of the Dinosaurs and by the Promise. And we will begin in late May and end in mid-August, and they'll take a week off, and the Promise, who will be working on that, will come in and take over, and they'll do September and October, and just change the facade of our sets in great detail. There are some things that particular to our production won't work for them, but most of it, we'll just take the skin off one and put the skin on the other one, and we hope to use some of the same people who live here in Glen Rose to work in both productions, technical people, and that way there'll be a lot more continuity going through there. We have a special costume that we're going to have Billings make, but that has a lot to do with getting a grant or partnership from the Economic Development Corporation. That has to be decided by March 15th. The score recording by March 19th, and that's the musical score. We have to have that so we can have the background, the CD that we work as background by late April, when we again start rehearsals on Saturday. We want to begin co-op advertising with Glen Rose CBB April 5th, and by April 24th we'll start Saturday rehearsals. April 26th we'll do our email blitz, and of course we'll start our email advertising before that, and then later in early May we'll start our bought advertising that we're going to do, and with our partners, which we have are working on now. Begin evening rehearsals May 27th, dress rehearsal the 27th, and begin opening on the 28th. We'll do 4 nights a week all summer through mid-August. That's 51 nights, and it's a real opportunity for us. We're just excited. We've worked very hard for this for about 2 years to get to this point, working with Billings and working with what we want to do here in Glen Rose. And I appreciate the Economic Development Corporation for talking to us about this, even though you haven't made a final decision on that. Jay, would you go one more time? Help.
Well, you're not going to be able to see that, so let's go together.
Okay. There we go. All right. If you'd like to look at some of these things, what we did, and we'll leave this with you. We don't need to do all of this. At the top, you see ticket sales, playbill income, advertising income, concessions, gift shop, and things like that. What you're really looking at is our first full year, which begins in the 5th month, but we'll be selling tickets and doing other things before that. And it goes through the first full season. What we did is we looked at what we thought was a minimal amount to get us to the end of the road for a first year, and that happened to be approximately 1/2 the ticket sales for the first full year of the promise. And so then we didn't plan it that way, it just happened that way. So we looked at what we think we're going to do, and I have a lot of experience with that information. We looked at playbill income, we looked at concessions, advertising dollars, selling advertising, and we came up with a dollar amount for the first year of $372,000, and that's very conservative.